A decade on, what exactly has the Economic Freedom Fighters as a political party accomplished? Aside from self enrichment and patronage jobs in parliament, at provincial legislatures, and on municipal councils. VBS scandal? The school they promised to build 7 years ago, something like that, they've yet to build it. When the EFF actually won a mayoral position in the Free State after the 2021 municipal elections, the party forced the mayor to turn it down. Their argument was they weren't going to team up with the ANC, but we know they team up with the ANC at every turn. So what exactly has the EFF accomplished and where is it going? These are questions we'll explore in the next few moments.
Welcome back once again. This is Chris Report, and he assured me that since Simonstown and Boulders. Folks, this is Chris Wyatt reporting from South Africa.
Joyce Malema has never held a job. He's fabulously wealthy and enjoys flaunting that wealth while calling himself a stalwart voice for the oppressed, promising to lead a revolution. A revolution over what? Majority rule? What legislation has EFF ever proposed or gotten passed in Parliament? True, it did sort of force the ANC to move forward with the expropriation without compensation effort when Ramaphosa came in office, but that was always in the cards and speaks more about the weakness of Cyril Ramaphosa than the vision of the Economic Freedom Fighters. Meanwhile, the party is an embarrassment to the senses of rational South Africans, from its empty promises to its endless threats of violence. Remember Clicks and the petrol bomb, 43 locations attacked? Its hooliganism in Senekal and Brackenfell, to its race hustling, name-calling, and its constant flip-flopping. The only thing consistent about Julius Malema and the EFF is the grift. The party constantly seeks boogeymen to attack. When it's not attacking white South Africans, a near daily occurrence, the party is on about Jacob Zuma or Cyril Ramaphosa, the government of national unity, or anyone else to blame but itself. I've always stated the ceiling for this party of misfits was 15% at the national level. But even that now appears to be a pipe dream for Juju and Malcontents, down to less than 10% in the 2024 elections. The recent defections from the EFF were inevitable, as the party lost influence, money, and seats in parliament. The greedy EFF patronage puppies are looking for another trough to quench their thirst for undeserved influence, wealth, and prestige. Gone are Dali Mpofu, Floyd Shivambu, Zwaneli Manyi, Busizivwe Makwabane, Papi Maula, Veronica Mente, and even Busaseni Ndlozi is sort of gone, or at least not in at the moment. Mind you, none of them will be missed by rational South Africans. Many have departed one vanity project, the EFF, for another vanity project, Jacob Zuma's MK Party. Now, the recently re-elected, unopposed president of the Economic Freedom Fighters, Julius Malema, says he wants to join the government of national unity. Now, this is the same GNU he has assailed for months, but with one proviso, after the Democratic Alliance is removed. Well, why after the DA is removed, Juju? Well, it's likely because he knows that it's highly unlikely to occur, and the EFF does not want to be part of the GNU. The DA desperately needs a GNU and will bend over backwards to stay in power, albeit the tiny amount of power they actually have, lest they risk just being a party of naysayers like the EFF. Now, how would the EFF distinguish itself in the government of national unity? This is a major problem for the party. It has no policies that would actually work for anyone other than the EFF. Malema also has little interest in a cabinet position. Holding a ministerial job would mean that he would have to deliver something, which he cannot pull off. The EFF is being eclipsed by MK, where leftist crooks and black supremacists are gravitating towards, and even by the Patriotic Alliance's Gate McKenzie, who, if nothing else, sure knows how to play social and traditional media. Technically, the ANC does not need the DA to form a government of national unity. Without the Democratic Alliance, the other 9 members of the government of national unity have 200 seats, one short of an outright majority in parliament, which EFF could deliver with its 39 seats. But Cyril Ramaphosa is highly unlikely to welcome the EFF into a government of national unity. Ramaphosa really dislikes Malema, and the EFF brings nothing to the plate save distractions. The ANC needs to deliver governance this time around, and the DA is the perfect GNU partner to do that for the ANC, as Ramaphosa and the ANC will take credit for any governance improvements which the DA delivers in the GNU. And the actions of several ministers, including Leon Schreiber, show that the DA is actually delivering results, which South Africans are likely to be happy about, and the ANC will take credit. with the GNU, the ANC can still govern poorly and steal out the back door. They'll hoodwink poorly educated voters in 2026 and 2029 by claiming the ANC led the government. Now, the EF would not accomplish anything in the GNU aside from acting like fools. That's not something the ANC needs at the moment. The party has plenty of fools in its own ranks to embarrass the ANC. Why add the EFF to the mix? The EFF and Julius Malema have lost credibility, access, influence, and even relevance to millions of voters in South Africa. But do not count Juju out just yet. Malema is someone's convenient fool or foil. We just do not know who that is. He may very well come back. Then again, the end of the road may be fast approaching for Juju, certainly for the economic freedom fighters. Let's wait and see. What say you? Cheers, folks.